guys. You're at the Mike Show, the talk show, the Mike Talk Show. This is the fourth episode. Today we are with Dilshan De Almeida, who is a software engineer, fitness enthusiast, and also a music listener. Right. So, Dilshan, give a brief introduction to yourself.
Okay, so I'm Dilshan De Almeida. I'm a Maristonian and also I'm a graduate from the University of Westminster. You all know it as IIT. And apart from that, like Colin said, by profession, I'm a software engineer, currently working as a solutions engineer for a US company. And I'm a coffee person. My whole life runs on coffee, basically. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah, so Dilshan is my batchmate, and when we were at school, he was the head prefect. So, what's your experience on that? Like, quite briefly, how was being head prefect?
It's a lot of work, actually, to sum it up. It's a lot of work and a lot of responsibilities. So, the hardest part was keeping up to the people's expectations. So, I think, yeah, basically everything else you can cover it somehow. But the thing about being of a leadership role is that when you accomplish something, then the standard is going to be set a little bit higher the next time. So it's going to keep on going higher and higher. So it's at the same time you have to balance a lot of things out. So it's a tough. It was a tough year. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So what made you choose software engineering?
Okay. Nobody has asked me this before, but honestly, it started as when I was in, I think, grade 2, when I was 6 or 7 years old. So I was watching the movie Jurassic Park 3. So at the time, I was really enthusiastic about dinosaurs. So, but people kept on saying that they are not real. These are all animatronics. I didn't even know what animatronics meant by that time. So people kept on saying that they are not real. They are computer generated, and so they kept on saying that these are all computer generated. So I wanted to find out how it led to that. How computers can do this. So one thing led to another, and by the time I was in grade 7, I knew that whatever the future may hold, it had to do something with computers. So it has something to do with tech. So actually, at first, it was not being about a software engineer. It was about being a animation artist. So being a Sri Lankan, when you do a bit of research, it's tough to get into the market if you are if you are in the field of designing. So one thing led to another, and I ended up as a software engineer.
Right. So what are you like? On which field are you like specializing in software engineering? Do you want to be a developer or an architect, or as you said, animatronics?
No. At the end goal is anyway about being a software architect. But at the moment, it's about being a solutions engineer. So a solutions engineer is not about being just a developer. So you have to look into all parts of how a system is being developed. So this includes developing as well. So business analysis part is one. And the legal side is one. So the testing, the maintenance, and how even up to the training standards. So it's all included, but basically a solution can comprise with just a software part, or it could be a combination of a lot of things. So currently it's a solutions engineer. So at my best, I'm trying to develop solutions with software. So that's about it.
So you're like an analyst, is it? Sorry.
No, a complete solution designer.
Okay. So full stack, is it?
Full stack. Yeah, the term full stack comes with when you're working with the both front end, back end. So this is not just about front end and back end. Full stack plus.
Right. Okay. So you basically design the UI, the backend, and everything, and even the security and the law part of it as well.
Yeah.
Right. So, what's your lifestyle like being a software engineer?
So when people look at you as a software engineer, they look at you in the form of okay, he's a nerd, he's a geek. So I like to change how people see us in my own sort of way. So I, as a developer in my current lifestyle, so it starts at 4:50 in the morning. So as soon as I wake up, I try to go to the gym around 5:30. These days it's a big change because of the quarantine situation and COVID stuff. But 5:30 I hit the gym because that's the time it's open, and around 7:30, 8:39 I'm at the workplace, and by 6 I'm home back again. And after that I spend like 2 or 3 hours, talking with the family, and then do a little bit of studying. Because being a software engineer, I think people in this field know it's about constant learning. So you can't just learn and put it aside, because the tech keeps getting self-updated. So new patches are always coming in. So new technologies are always being released out. So it's a constant learning process. If you stop learning, then you are going to be phased out of the industry. So that's one thing. So I try to learn at least one thing every day, however small, maybe it's a concept, maybe it's an implementation, however small, I try to learn something every day. So, and after that I go to sleep, and the cycle repeats.
Right. So, I have two more questions regarding your job. So, do you listen to music while you code?
Yes, of course.
Do you think it helps?
Yes. So this, I'd like to break it down into two sections. So if I already know what I'm doing in the code, of course, I'm listening to music. So in a way, it helps me shut the world off, because it's me, my music, and the code then. But there are times, there are critical sections of certain code segments that you have to be thoroughly think about before writing, because simplest miscalculation can lead to a work breakdown in the production environment. Because when it's actually out there, if you haven't thought about that possible scenario, so it's gonna cause problems. So to avoid that, I either volume down the music or just pause it for a second in those areas. But most of the time, yes, music.
Yeah. So, what kind of music do you listen to? Lo-fi, or focus music, instrumental, or whatever it is?
Okay, so I actually steal playlists from my friends.
No, I'm asking like what kind of music helps you to work, to focus on your coding.
It's like this. Have you heard about like classical music disturbed in your own EDM sort of way? Is there a genre for that?
As in, you mean classical mixed into EDM, is it?
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I've heard it. So you listen to that kind of music?
That kind of music, yeah. Okay. Mostly.
So let's talk about fitness, and I'd like to plug in fitness like this. So software engineering is mostly sitting in front of a computer for a developer, that is. Okay, for a solution person like you might have traveling and going here and there, which is good for you. That's kind of lucky to be having a job like that in software field, other than sitting in front of a TV, a computer monitor. So, if let's say you're a software developer and you're in front of the PC most of the time of the day. How do you keep up fitness? Okay.
Okay. How I what?
How do you like keep up your fitness with that?
Actually, before getting into this field, I knew I'm gonna risk my health, especially my back and my eyes. So I knew about that part. So to counterattack that, only I started with fitness. So and also I didn't like the way I looked back then, like 2 years back. So I knew that something needed to be changed. So having a job is one thing, and doing something for yourself to keep up in the long run is another thing. Because bottom line, we don't know when we are going to be kicked out. Actually, most of us are really lucky to have. If you have a job in these days, you are really lucky. So, and also at the same time, you need to look at your health and fitness as well. So that's what led me to fitness.
So basically, your job led you into fitness.
No, I didn't like the way I looked at the time.
2 years ago. Okay.
Yeah. So I knew.
So I asked you a question. So this is why I asked you that question. When you're working, do you listen to music, and what sort of music do you listen to?
Yeah.
So even when you're working out, when you're doing a fitness thing at the gym, you listen to music, right?
Of course.
There you go. So what kind of music do you listen when you work out?
It's full beast mode.
Full beast mode. So there's a very clear difference between the music that you listen to when you're working and when you're working out.
Yeah.
Right. So what kind of music do you think it will help when you're working out? Like a playlist or something the viewers fitness geeks can look up to?
Okay, so if you're using Spotify, there's a gym motivation, separate playlist that keeps getting updated. So that's a good place to start. And you can, if you want, you can customize it with your own set of songs. And the thing is, when I'm working out, even though I said I'm going full beast mode, there are a certain set of songs that really hits me on an emotional level. So whenever I'm about to hit a PR or go really heavy on the workout, I listen to those things. So they are not really hyped, like full high beats per minute. So they are like sometimes they're like really slow music. Like have you heard about the song "Tired" by Alan Walker? So
probably have heard it, but I don't remember it with the title name, I guess.
So that's like that hits you mentally and helps you push it forward. That's one.
So I'll link that music down on the description when you are watching this on YouTube. It will be on the description to check it out. Any other song?
Yeah, the other next one is I think it's DS Era. It's by Mozart from Requiem Mass.
You listen to that? Is it a remix of it?
Yeah, it's a sort of like that. It's the Apache version. Apache version. So basically, the whole classical part is taken into that, and it's distorted.
Right.
It's I think it's as it said, Requiem is it's a mass for the dead souls.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fan of the Requiem Mass itself, the original one, that is Mozart's Requiem Mass. Have you heard it? Have you heard the original one?
Okay, so this, it goes for an hour or so.
Yeah.
So this song is focusing just on the Angel of Death.
So I'll put that on the description as well. And so any tips for like a person starting on fitness, or basically a person who wants to get down his weight? I mean, you helped me, but I screwed it up again by stopping what you started. He's a really good coach, actually. He's very motivational. Every day he drops you a text. How's it going? And he wants to. He asked me to send a screenshot of my steps per day, and he told me about eating. You're getting good comments. Jihan Alosis is saying, I'm impressed by this place of music.
I'll go through the comments later then.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, we should do them as well. Even as I said, even I am stunned because I am a choir person and I've done the Irae, I've done the Santus and everything you can imagine, Lacrimosa, everything. I've listened to it. But I never thought that you worked out to Irae. I definitely should have listened to that.
Yeah,
So
try.
I was getting back to a specific diet or anything that you can give an advice.
So for a person who's trying to lose weight,
Yeah.
okay.
Or in general, what advice can you give?
So
I think more people want to lose weight these days.
yeah, so
And
it's a
with
trend.
Corona, so with this COVID situation, like how do you adjust to that and carry on with your workout?
Okay, so first off, let me start by saying losing weight is like the easiest thing that you can do in the fitness industry. But it's not the same for everyone. It's not the same, but it's not as hard as building muscle. So if you are not going to the gym or something like that, if you are staying home and working out, so when it comes to losing weight, the number one thing you should focus on is your diet. So plate pushers are the best thing. So what I meant by that is, if you know that what you are going to eat is not good for you, put it aside. So losing weight loss works on a simple. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so to lose weight, you need to actually be in a calorie deficit. Okay, so what that means is eating less than what your body needs to survive through the day. Okay, so during these days, try to minimize the amount of liquid calories you take. What by mean that is, if you are a person drinking a lot of fizzy drinks or fruit juices, try eating it or not drinking it at the same time. And also, you are free to eat anything actually. In the sense that means not junk food. Eat it clean as much as possible. Then you will start losing weight. And another good thing is try to monitor your progress weekly. So once a week, take a measurement and see if you are going forward, if you are making any progress. So if not, make the adjustments to the diet. So for you to lose weight, that's the one thing you should focus on. It's the diet.
So that's the main thing.
That's the main thing. Working out helps because working out helps you make it faster, but with the diet itself alone, you can make progress.
That's with the calorie deficit, is it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch you. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
That's with the calorie deficit, as you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a question. දවසට බිත්තර කීයක් කන්න ඕනද කියලා අහනවා. ශානු කියලා කෙනෙක්.
Yeah, so eggs has to do with your protein intake. So usually we should consume about 0.8 to 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So there's an equation you can get it on Google actually. So depending on what your weight is at the moment, there's a certain amount of protein that you should consume on a daily basis. So eggs are the cheapest source of protein that you can get in Sri Lanka. So that's why people who are going to the gym tend to eat more eggs, nothing else. It doesn't matter if you don't eat eggs, but you can place it with either.
We're having a bit of a connection issue, but I think you got the answer. Hi, Dilshan. You're back again.
Hi.
There's a connection issue. No problem now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we are running out of time, so I'm going to go fast. So you recently started modeling. So how was the experience? And where are you going to take it?
Yeah, like everything else, I'm trying to push it as much as possible, but we are still newbies. To be honest, we are newbies, but the experience what I got from that was really good. It's a lot about styling, grooming. It's not just about walking in the ramp. So it's all about the way you talk, walk, and how you show up every day.
So it's basically like consistency there as well, just like working out.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing is, if you're trying to enter that field, you need to maintain that sort of figure that you give them. So even if they ask
Okay.
you for a gig like six months down the road, you need to be like how you were 6 months back.
So you can't grow more muscle, is it?
No, you can. You can only improve. You can downgrade yourself.
Okay. No, like when you're going for a meet or anything, like what do you call the competition? Competition, you will have to cut down and all that. Now, do you do competitions? I mean, bodybuilding competitions and stuff?
No, it was never the goal for me. Because if you are trying to compete, then you have to live and breathe the sport. That's one thing. Plus, I don't know if a lot of people know this. If you are trying to do it naturally, it's hella expensive.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that, but I didn't want to ask that as well. So I
Yeah,
don't want to invite you, but yeah, but it's expensive, right? To eat healthy in Sri Lanka.
yeah. So
Is it just in Sri Lanka or is it in any country?
I think it's mostly in Sri Lanka because the all the good items are expensive here. So like you can consume beef on a daily basis if you are from the middle class. You can't consume broccoli if you are in the middle class. So you can't take nuts on a daily basis if you're from the middle class. So if you're coming even from a lower class, then it's yeah, you get the point, right?
Even the most unhealthiest food are the most accessible in Sri Lanka, right? Anyone can
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
the Auntie and buy a panga. It's
yeah.
the
That's
cheapest
the
thing you
thing.
can do, but
Yeah.
that's the
So
most poison, right?
even
Carbs.
yeah, even you can get burgers for like 220 or something these days. So all the junk foods are cheaper.
True, true. Right. So to finish this, I want to ask you before we go to the silly questions. I want to ask you, how do you balance all this? You are a model, you are doing software engineering, and you are doing fitness. Is 24 hours enough for you?
No, to sum it up, no. I wish I had more time, but we all have the same 24 hours. So somebody has to get started somewhere, and everybody has to cap it somewhere. So what I'm sacrificing for all of this is my sleep, which is one of the most crucial parts you need in terms of fitness. So you need to sleep at least 6 to 8 hours daily. So I'm sleeping around 5 even now. So
I
that's
mean,
one.
if losing sleep was a competition, I'd be the gold medalist. I'm pretty sure.
Sorry.
If losing sleep was a competition,
Yeah, I
I'd
know, I
be
know.
the gold medalist for sure.
I know. I've kept on telling you this.
You said 24 hours is not enough, and you wish you had more time.
Yeah. So to balance out everything, what I'm sacrificing is sleep. So how I do it every day. So whatever you are doing, you need to be consistent about it. I think that's one of the main things that anybody should have in their life. So when you want to be consistent about everything, what I do is before I go to sleep every day, I think about how the next day is going to be gonna go in my schedule. So not like in a very detailed manner. I have this rough sketch about what time I'm hoping to get up and what's the first thing that I'm gonna do. So and usually with everything, I have a time constraint. So I try not to spend more time beyond that on anything. So usually, depending on what I'm going to deal with, I usually have a rough sketch about it. So if it's going to take more time beyond that, what I'm going to do is, if it's not time sensitive, I try to break it into another day, or I'm going to sacrifice from my latter part of the day. If not, I'm going to finish it as soon as possible and move on to the next and the next and the next. That's how I go through my day.
Anyways, you'll have to adjust according to how it's going, right? You might have to do something emergencies and all that. You have to tolerate for that as well.
Yeah, there's a time allocated for that as well.
Oh, wow. And the question right before you disconnected was how was your last year project, final year project?
Yeah, I got through. Anybody wants to know in detail?
No, please, no. We don't have time for that. People want you to sing as well. Would you like to sing?
Can I? Do we have time though?
They are asking, so we can.
We can.
Yeah.
I don't think I should.
I wanted to ask about dancing as well, man.
Yeah, put it simply, I don't have the time to allocate to it now.
So Dilshan used to go to cool steps, right? We can mention.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on Saturdays. The classes were on Saturdays, and after that, I started doing some business studies, and the classes overlapped, so I had to give up one thing, so I had to stop it.
Yeah, you have a lot of requests now to sing. People are saying you can sing well, and all that. I had to give it a try then.
Okay. Should I? We have time, right?
We have time. But you had your guitar with you also. You should have told early, man. Sing.
Lol. I'm not a good singer actually, so that's
Doesn't
one
matter.
thing. Am I audible? So don't judge. Pitching is not gonna be perfect, and I might run out of tempo. This is solely for my for me actually. මට ලැබුණු හැමදේට වැඩියෙන් සදා වටිනාම දේ වූ ඔයා පෙර පිනට මුණ ගැහුණු බව තේරුණා දුටු මුල් දිනේදී පවා My mama don't like you and she likes everyone And I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on. Well, now I know I'm better sleeping on my own. Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself.
That's it. Nice, man. That's a nice finish.
That's it. I don't know how I did that.
බොරු හොඳට කියන්න පුළුවන් මේ කියන්නේ මිනිස්සු.
මං sing කරන්නේ නැහැ දන්නවනේ.
ඒක තමයි මාත් මේ වැත්තේ. But you sang really well. It was really good.
Okay.
Right. So unfortunately we'll have to end the show because we went past time as well. But since people are here already, still they're here. Dancing Can you dance?
Shanuka, can you please leave the live session?
Right. So we'll speed run some silly questions. Okay. And
Alright, sure.
with that we'll end the show. And thank you everybody who joined today to the show. This is the Mike Talk Show. This is the 4th episode of the first season. And the next episode is on this Saturday. So please share this video. And this video will be nicely cut and chopped and uploaded to YouTube within an hour or two today. So you can share that on Facebook as well and subscribe to my YouTube channel as a support. And keep following the show. Right. So Dilshan, a 6-year-old child asks you if Santa Claus is real. What do you say?
I'd say yes, he's real.
You're not going to lie to him. Are you going to lie to him?
Yeah, because yeah. When you put it like that, yes, because I think children are the purest form of communication one can have because they don't hold anything back when they are saying something. So I'd like to preserve that purity as much as possible for as long as I can. So
I also think lying is bad.
I know people are going to judge me for saying this, but it's a necessary evil. No, yeah.
Now you're seeing that side of Dilshan. Okay.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
What superpower would you have and why?
I think I'd go with Professor X from X-Men. Reading and controlling mind. Reading and control
the whole world. Okay. Okay, where this is going. All right. So here's a fun one. Okay, if you could choose one song to play every time you walk into a room for the rest of your life, what song would you choose and why?
I can't say why, but I can say the song.
What?
So it's. I think I'd go with "Love Someone" by Lukas Graham. That's the song I go with when I'm when I'm introducing myself to a new person. So it's simple, it's easy to grasp, and I like the melody, I like the lyrics. Yeah, but I can't sing it though.
Pretty sure you can. If you had a time machine, would you travel to the future or back to the past?
Okay, so it's like this. Yeah, okay, that's a tough one. I think I'd go with the past. It's not to change those cliche stuff, but I think a better foundation could be laid from learning from our mistakes. So I think I'd go with the past.
But if you change that, you wouldn't be here now. You wouldn't be the person you are now.
True, but I will be better because I'm going to the past and I'm going to change it for the better. Nobody's going to change it for the worse.
Okay. So to end the show, my last question is: what's the best piece of advice you've been given, and what's the advice that you can give to a person?
Okay, the best advice that I've been given. The best advice I'd say to start soon. Yeah, just start, do it, try it. So that's the best advice I've been given, and that was given by my mom and dad both. Yeah, so if you have something in your mind, you give it a try, you start it as soon as possible, you do it regardless of what the outcome is, you do it. That's the best advice I was given. So the advice that I would give to a person is to have a vision about what you are doing, whatever it is. So whoever you are, have an idea about how you want things to be in the next year, 2 or 5 years. So vision it, have a plan, and work out according to it. So break it into smaller milestones and do it. Yeah. So have a vision about what you're doing. Otherwise, you are drifting aimlessly.
Right. I think that's a really good note to end the show. So thank you for everybody who joined, who waited, and thank you so much, Dilshan, for joining the show. This is the Mike Talk Show, episode 4 of the first season. And please share this with your people so they can learn. And follow my YouTube, follow my Instagram page, and see you on next Saturday. And thank you so much, Dilshan, for joining. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye-bye. People are still here.